It is time to make Nitro great again. Welcome to the HPI powered sync. This is the HPI Nitro RS4 2. Original owner's manual. The motor is disassembled. We got it in its component parts. We'll be taking a look at this. Don't you worry, guys. We got some original RC magazines from different years. We're going to be going over them. Now, I've already done some work on this. It's basically seized, but I put some oil in it. We'll use some of this 3-in-1 oil. And now, check this out. The crankshaft spins. It's still not ideal. You know, this does have to be clean, and we will get around to doing that. But the component parts of the 15FE, you just cannot kill them. Now, this chassis is remarkable. It's amazing. We got a ton of purple aluminum from HPI. We got some great Wolfpack racing upgrades. You just can't kill a Nitro RS4 chassis. I've already cleaned some of the individual components, including the fuel tank. The radio gear in this system is original, but obviously not the stock radio. This is the Futaba Magnum Jr. and very nice FM radio. FM was pretty top-notch for the time. Let me show you guys just how good the standard steering servos and everything on this chassis is. Vintage electronics, baby. Check this out. Watch that steering. Now that is what you call a fast vintage servo. Okay, everything else works. The only thing that really needs to happen now is obviously the motor. You know, I have it disassembled into its component parts. Each part here will be cleaned separately further on during this video. We have the roller bearing for the clutch bell. This is some vintage HPI technology. The back plate, of course, also will be cleaned. Now, the piston looking at the top looks okay. Keep in mind, these are ABN style piston and sleeve sets, so they do have to run a higher oil ratio. The carb, pretty gunked up. I will be cleaning this in a little bit, but it's good to know that we have no mechanical damage. And yes, this is a very rare brass connecting rod. Made in Japan. This is one of the most common engines during that time period, the 15FE. Now let's take a look at the evolution of this HPI Nitro chassis, because it's been around for a very long time, and I've collected a couple of magazines ranging from 1997 all the way to 2002 over here. So this was the first mention I ever saw of the Nitro RS4 chassis. Now notice, originally they came with, what does this say over here? The 12 engine, that's right. So we have the original 12FE on a Nitro chassis. And this was in kit form without any electronics. You had the RS4 Pro, which was the electric model. And check this out. Integra Type R. Wow, I used to have that here Integra. Oh, who's that? Is this young little Nitro gang? That's right. This is me when I was about 3 years old, guys. You know what? I don't think this was my toy right here, because I should have been holding a damn Nitro at this moment in time. This was probably a stage photo, because I don't remember having these toys. All right. Then we move forward to the next iteration of the RS4 2 chassis, which is exactly the one we have for this video, called the Nitro RS4 2. They refer to it as the second generation Nitro. Well, I kind of like the sound of that. That's what the 2 denotes. Second gen, baby. I gotta say, I love this Saline Mustang body. You can't kill it. It's one of my favorites. So the engine this one already came with, as you could tell, it's the 15FE engine. So, you know, I had this back when it was new. It was actually pretty easy to tune. Notice it actually tells you easy to tune. What they mean by that is it's only got a single needle carburetor. Single needle is all you need. And we have this exact body, the Porsche 911 GT3. Now, I bet you're thinking, what the hell is a single needle carb? Well, here it is. So you don't even need a screwdriver for it. Notice on this side of the carb, this is just a fixed screw. There is no low-speed needle adjustment. So yes, the low-speed needle is completely fixed. It's just a single needle adjustment over here. Now, I will be cleaning all of this, of course. But for now, let's go on to the last Well, I don't want to call this an RS4 because this is, in fact, obviously an RS4 3 Type SS, baby. This is 2002. I love this Acura RSX body. I wish I had the RSX, but it was too much money for me, okay? I currently have a version of this chassis. This is the RS4 3 chassis. The SS denotes that it has the 2-speed, the tubular header over here. They got rid of that weird 90-degree header HPI used to love, and they have adjustable turnbuckles for the wheels. Other than that, it's basically a similar design, other than, of course, you have shaft drive on this model, and the one we have, well, it's a complete belt drive system, baby. That's right. So the RS4 3, the main difference is shaft drive. Original Nitro RS4 manual. That's right. I remember reading these like as legit literature years ago. You know, when I got my first Nitro, this was very interesting. The way they built things, you know, the exploded parts views. This is how you learn to work on your Nitros. You look at the way they're put together, and then you say, okay, well, this screw is here, this linkage is this long, ba-boom, bam, there you go. That's what you call proper Nitro etiquette. Making Nitro great again, all right? So this chassis, you cannot kill it. Let's make it great again. Welcome to the HPI powered sink. We're going to be washing this HPI 15FE. It was fully seized, and now we got a lot of nice moving parts inside there, but we still gotta make sure that we clean it because chances are fuel will definitely not flow through this terrible clogged up carb. I can barely even move the carb barrel myself. But we got my own toothbrush. That's right. When I get rid of toothbrushes, they go to work on HPI motors, and that's what we're gonna be doing. So we just have some warm water over here, you know, a sprayer if we need some spray action going on. We have some Dawn dish soap. Oh, Palmolive, my bad. Who cares? Soap doesn't matter. Only Nitro motor lives matter on this channel. So first I'm going to just saturate it in some water, you know, get the block a little bit warmed up, get ready for a little, you know, clean down, so to say. I still have the one-way bearing on here just because it's fine. I'm not going to take it off for now, but we do have the gasket of the back plate still in place. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to take it off. If it comes off easily, then I'll take it off. But for now, I'm just going to leave it here. Finding one of these gaskets is probably not that easy, and it's best to be very careful and not kill this gasket. The rest of the stuff, really, you know, you don't have to do such a great job cleaning it as long as it's not rusty or there's no kind of like particulate particles on there. It's basically pretty clean. The main part is, you know, getting rid of all of this stuff near the bearings, the sludge, and then oiling it up properly. So let's get to work, guys. Let's get to work. From now on, I will record a time lapse of this process, so enjoy the clean.
Well, I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is, yes, the motor came out nice and clean. The soap and the warm water with the toothbrush scrubbing did a great job. The bad news is, it had close to no compression when I was done. Therefore, an executive decision had to be made in order to make this Nitro great again. So let's go right now, take a look at the update and what I had to do to run this particular Nitro.
I've recently put in a new engine in it, and you're looking at it right through that window. A brand new HPI Nitro Star T3.0 engine. Luckily, it is a direct fit. Why did I choose this brand new T3.0 engine? Well, that is because it is a direct fit. The way this mounts, it uses the engine's own mounting screws with no optional motor mounts, nothing needed. Direct fit. Check this out. Even the gear mesh is perfect. I didn't even have to adjust the gear mesh for this 2-speed. We are using ourselves a lightweight flywheel as well. The stock clutch nut, all of that stuff fits. But guys, the gear mesh didn't even need to be adjusted. That is how much of a direct fit this motor actually is. Let's fire it up. It's running nice. You just can't kill it, guys. It's going. Beautiful idle. The idle is super low. It's the lowest it will go, guys. All right, let's pinch the fuel line. All right, that was about 5 seconds. So that tells me the low speed setting is quite all right. Now I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit. That was, I would say probably the second heat cycle, right? Because I ran it previously a little bit. Look at that. What do you think about that idle? You can't kill a vintage HPI. What'd I tell you? More on this soon. We're gonna hit that 2-speed baby with a new clutch and bearings. If you smell what the Nitro gang is cooking. Nitro World Order.
Nitro World Order.